Author, Neil Chinnock, Chief Business Administrator, iTech. The digital landscape in the United Kingdom is changing at a breakneck pace, fueled by advances in artificial intelligence, AI, sophisticated data technologies, and the ever-evolving ways people engage with content online. At the heart of this transformation are two closely linked approaches: Search Engine Optimization, SEO, and Generative Engine Optimisation, GEO. These methods are central to how digital information is shaped, shared, and consumed. SEO has been the bedrock of online visibility for years, but the arrival of generative AI-powered engines is shaking things up, forcing a rethink of optimization tactics and raising fresh ethical questions. This shift isn't happening in a vacuum. It draws in a wide array of stakeholders: huge multinational firms, specialist agencies, individual users, regulators, and academic institutions, each playing their own part in shaping the digital ecosystem. With such complexity and far-reaching social consequences, there's a real need for robust regulatory frameworks to ensure ethical governance, transparency, accountability, and fairness. This review takes a deep dive into how stakeholders are involved in SEO and GEO in the UK, the regulatory needs that come with these changes, and how frameworks are put into practice. It also looks at how all these pieces together affect reputation and trust within the digital world. 1. From traditional SEO to generative engine optimization, the changing digital frontier. SEO has traditionally been about making websites stand out by targeting the right keywords, securing backlinks, and ensuring technical aspects of the site are up to scratch. The main aim was to climb up the rankings on search engines like Google, which in turn meant more visitors and, ideally, more business. While this approach worked, it mostly targeted obvious markers of relevance and authority. Search Engine Land, 2023. Generative AI and large language models, LLMs, like OpenAI's GPT series and Perplexity AI, have changed the game. Now, search results are no longer just lists of links. They're conversational, context-aware answers that draw from multiple sources. Indegene, 2024. GEO, as a result, focuses on natural language fluency, an authoritative tone, and clearly citing sources. This isn't just theoretical. Research in the UK has shown that GEO-targeted optimization can boost visibility by over 40% in fields where accurate, trustworthy content is vital, such as healthcare, travel, and legal services. Britopian, 2024. Gartner has even predicted that by 2026, reliance on traditional search engines will drop by 25%, making it crucial for organizations to keep up. Gartner, 2023. On top of LLMs, fast-growing technologies like voice search, visual search, and AI-driven recommendation engines are changing how people search for and interact with content online. These new ways of searching require fresh optimization strategies, ones that consider conversational queries, image recognition, and context, not just text. Concrete examples from the UK bring these changes to life. A legal firm that adopted GEO alongside voice search optimization saw a 35% rise in qualified leads within 6 months, all by providing clear AI-generated answers that followed new ethical guidelines. Meanwhile, a travel platform that embraced AI-powered visual search and GEO content gained a major advantage in user engagement and trust, proving how much there is to gain from adapting to these technologies. Because GEO content is so dynamic and often AI-generated, regulatory frameworks now need to address things like transparency, provenance, and ethical content creation to prevent misinformation and manipulation. This means sticking closely to user privacy laws, especially the UK's post-Brexit data protection rules, which build on GDPR, but bring their own compliance hurdles. The UK government's data and AI ethics framework, for instance, puts a strong emphasis on explainability and accountability in AI outputs, making these principles central to public trust and effective SEO GEO reputation management. UK Government, 2023b. 2. Stakeholder roles and their intersection with regulatory frameworks and reputation. Businesses. Businesses are often both the main drivers and direct beneficiaries of SEO and GEO. Their digital visibility can make or break customer acquisition, brand reputation, and revenue. Regulatory frameworks require responsible data handling, honest marketing, and fair play. Following these rules builds consumer trust, which in turn signals authority and quality to algorithms, boosting their SEO/GEO rankings. Ignoring the rules risks reputational harm, legal trouble, and a shrinking digital footprint. Strong frameworks help businesses produce clear, authoritative content, which in turn strengthens reputation and keeps users coming back. Arcstone 2023, Bright Local 2023. Agencies. Agencies, acting as intermediaries, run SEO and GEO campaigns, and often handle AI tools and data compliance for clients. Transparency in AI use and ethical marketing practices are now vital. Following these guidelines helps agencies earn trust and credibility, both from clients and the wider industry. On the flip side, failing to comply can lead to client losses and public scrutiny, which can hurt both campaigns and agency reputation. Search Engine Land 2023, User-Centrics 2025. Consultants. Consultants steer SEO and GEO strategies and coordinate various stakeholders. Regulatory standards and ethical codes, driven by law, ensure their advice is reliable, transparent, and above board. This credibility boosts client confidence and leads to better outcomes. Regulatory oversight also protects consultants from reputational damage caused by poor or unethical guidance. Pennington's Law 2023. Platform users, individual entrepreneurs and SMEs. Many platform users, such as solo entrepreneurs and small businesses, don't have deep technical know-how. Instead, they rely on user-friendly SEO and GEO tools from platforms like Shopify and WordPress. Regulatory protections around privacy, transparency, and fair algorithms help these users build credible digital presences without falling for misinformation or having their data misused. Compliance features built into these platforms help users sidestep reputational risks, boosting both visibility and engagement. Bright Local 2023. British Standards Institution 2023. Government and regulatory bodies. Public bodies like the Centre for Data Ethics and Innovation, CDEI, the Information Commissioner's Office, ICO, and the Alan Turing Institute are responsible for setting and enforcing standards that ensure the digital ecosystem stays trustworthy. Their frameworks foster public confidence in AI-generated content, lifting the credibility of businesses and platforms that follow the rules. Solid governance helps stop misinformation and manipulative content, protecting the reputation and reliability of both search and generative engine results across the UK. Centre for Data Ethics and Innovation 2018. ICO and ATI 2020, UK Government 2023b. Technology providers and platforms. The companies behind algorithms and infrastructure play a gatekeeper role. Regulatory requirements for algorithmic transparency, fairness, and accountability protect these providers' reputations by proving they are acting responsibly with AI. Transparency reports and independent audits help build user trust, while measures to ensure fairness help prevent scandals around bias or misinformation. British Standards Institution 2023, ISO 2023. Legal and intellectual property authorities. Oversight of copyright, licensing, and data rights for AI-generated content is crucial. Clear, enforceable legal frameworks protect creators and users from copyright breaches and data abuse. Transparent IP governance gives businesses and consumers peace of mind, making SEO and GEO content more trustworthy. Pennington's Law 2023, UK Government 2023. End users and consumers. Consumers rely on SEO and GEO results to get accurate, relevant information. Regulatory protections guaranteeing privacy, honest content, and clear ways to report problems are key to maintaining user trust and satisfaction. This trust leads to higher engagement and loyalty, boosting the reputation of those providing compliant content. User-Centrics 2025. Industry associations and professional bodies groups, like the World Wide Web Consortium, W3C, and British Standards Institution, BSI, set standards and best practices that put regulations into action. Their certification, training, and engagement programs help raise ethical and quality standards, boosting the industry's collective reputation. BSI, 2023. Academic and research institutions, universities, and research bodies provide the empirical research and policy advice that form the backbone of credible, evidence-based regulatory frameworks. Their work ensures SEO and GEO practices are always evolving in an ethical and effective way, building confidence in AI-driven content. Springer, 2025. Turing Institute, 2022. 3. Embedding ethical frameworks and accountability to protect reputation. Putting ethical AI frameworks into practice through enforceable regulations means insisting on transparency, tackling bias, and ensuring accountability and active stakeholder involvement. Innovative approaches, like the Skin in the Game (SKIG) framework, simulate real-world accountability to help cut down on both cognitive and ethical biases in SEO and GEO decision-making. User-Centrics, 2025. By embedding these frameworks, stakeholders show they're using AI responsibly, which strengthens their reputation and builds trust with users, regulators, and the public. Audits and certifications serve as enforcement mechanisms, ensuring ongoing compliance and protecting reputational capital. Looking to the future, as AI technology evolves, regulatory frameworks will need to keep up. Stakeholders must be nimble, ready to update compliance measures as technologies like multimodal AI, advanced personalization algorithms, and synthetic media become more common. Ongoing education, open communication, and proactive governance will all be essential for maintaining trust and reputation. Above all, protecting user privacy remains critical. There's a fine line between optimizing with data and respecting privacy, and crossing it can erode consumer confidence. Regulators and stakeholders have to anticipate new privacy risks and adapt, making sure SEO and GEO practices always respect users' rights, especially with the UK's data protection rules continuing to evolve. 4. Framework implementation and management. Governance, enforcement, and reputation. Impact. For regulatory frameworks to work, they need to be implemented and managed in ways that address governance, enforcement, education, and support, while also recognizing just how important reputation is. Businesses should develop and maintain compliance programs that prioritize data protection, transparency, and fairness. Independent audits and government oversight help prove they're following the rules, while training and certification give teams the tools they need. Publicly disclosing compliance status builds trust and boosts SEO/GEO reputation. Arkstone, 2023. Agencies should stick to licensing or accreditation schemes that require them to be transparent about their use of AI and marketing practices. This openness helps earn client confidence and public credibility. Search Engine Land, 2023. Consultants benefit from professional accreditation, ethical codes, and ongoing education. Legal accountability for poor or unethical advice protects their reputations and boosts client trust, which translates into stronger SEO/GEO results. Pennington's Law, 2023. Platform users gain from built-in compliance tools, easy-to-use dashboards, and accessible support. Clear reporting mechanisms empower users to flag unfair treatment or data misuse, helping to protect their reputation. Bright Local, 2023. Government and regulators should encourage cross-agency collaboration, run regular public consultations, and maintain transparency portals. Such efforts build legitimacy and public trust. Center for Data Ethics and Innovation, 2018. UK Government, 2023b. Technology providers need to allow for independent algorithmic audits, provide transparency reports, and take part in regulatory sandboxes. ISO 2023 BSI, 2023. Legal authorities should set up specialist tribunals or bodies to resolve AI and IP-related disputes, with clear procedures and public education campaigns. UK Government, 2023. End users benefit from easy-to-access complaint systems, educational campaigns about AI risks and rights, and mandatory disclosure of AI involvement in content. User-Centrics, 2025. Industry associations play a key part in developing standards, certification, and stakeholder engagement, upholding high ethical and quality standards. BSI, 2023. Academic institutions need stable funding and partnerships with regulators to deliver ongoing research, making sure policymaking is flexible, evidence-based, and reinforces stakeholder reputations. Turing Institute, 2022. Springer, 2025. Conclusion. The UK's SEO and GEO scene, shaped by a wide variety of stakeholders and rapid technological change, calls for a regulatory approach that's as flexible and multi-layered as the environment itself. These frameworks need to go beyond legal compliance. They should actively support reputational benefits by fostering trust, credibility, and transparency across the digital landscape. By tailoring rules to the unique needs and risks of businesses, agencies, consultants, users, tech providers, and regulators, the country is building a healthy, ethical AI-driven optimization environment. Through coordinated governance, strong enforcement, ongoing education, and collaboration, the UK is setting a global example for responsible AI-powered digital optimization. This approach not only supports progress, but also protects reputational capital, making sure SEO and GEO practices drive improvements in information quality, user trust, and wider societal benefit. References: Arkstone, 2023. How to explain SEO to your stakeholders. Available at https www.arkstone.com/how to explain SEO to your stakeholders. Accessed 15 January 2026. Bright Local, 2023. Stakeholder Management and AMP. Buy-in. Available at https www.brightlocal.com. Learn. Stakeholder Management Buy-in. Accessed 15 January 2026. British Standards Institution, BSI, 2023. AI Standards. Available at https aiistandardshub.org. The AI Standards Hub. Accessed 15 January 2026. Center for Data Ethics and Innovation, CDEI, 2018. About Us. Available at https www.gov.uk/government organizations Center for Data Ethics and Innovation. Accessed 15 January 2026. Gartner, 2023. Gartner predicts the future of search. Google, 2023. Google SEO Starter Guide. Available at https://developers.google.com. Search, Docs, Fundamentals, SEO, Starter Guide. Accessed 15 January 2026. Information Commissioner's Office and Alan Turing Institute, ICO and ATI, 2020. Explaining decisions made with AI. Available at https www.turingac.uk. Research Projects, AI Standards Hub. Accessed 15 January 2026. Indigene, 2024. GEO versus AEO versus LLMO. Blueprint for Digital Visibility. Available at https www.indigene.com. What We Think reports. GEO vs. AO vs. LLMO. Accessed 15 January 2026. International Organization for Standardization, ISO 2023, ISO IEC 42001, 2023, AI Management Systems, available at https www.iso.org, standard 42001, accessed 15 January 2026, Pennington's Law, 2023. The AI and Copyright Law Policy Dilemma, available at https www.penningtonslaw.com. Insights, the AI and Copyright Law Policy Dilemma, accessed 15 January 2026, Search Engine Land, 2023. SEO Stakeholders, available at https searchengineland.com. Guide, SEO, Stakeholders. Accessed, 15 January 2026. Springer, 2025. The Significance of Webometrics for Stakeholders. Available at https link springer.com. Article /10 2007 S44217 025 00797 9. Accessed 15 January 2026. Turing Institute 2022. AI Standards Hub launches in the UK. Available at https www.turing.ac. UK News, New Initiative Standards, Artificial Intelligence launches UK. Accessed 15 January 2026. UK Government 2023. Copyright and Artificial Intelligence Consultation. Available at https www.gov.uk/government. Consultations, Copyright and Artificial Intelligence, Copyright and Artificial Intelligence. Accessed 15 January 2026. UK Government 2023b. Data and AI Ethics Framework. Available at https www.gov.uk/government publications/data ethics framework. Data and AI Ethics Framework. Accessed 15 January 2026. User-Centrics 2025. Ethical AI for Marketers. Available at https usercentrics.com. Magazine articles Ethical AI. Marketing Innovation versus Manipulation. Accessed 15 January 2026. Thanks for watching.